Welcome to Nottinghamshire. So I'm off for a bike ride and round Sherwood Forest. Probably end up towards Edwinstowe. Just gonna ad-lib it, just go where I feel like. So let's get on the bike and let's get off. It's very cold today.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush.
Packed my winter gloves, so they're in my bag.
They grow back while I'm on a one-way track. Now I know what it means to grow.
Dogs.
Sometimes I understand I'm making all the wrong demands in life. It never pays in the end, but still I am here, moving on like before. I'm yearning to reach the shore. Now I know
Coming up to Cavendish Farm. And the road that we're going to be going down next is called Squires Lane, so you can guess that this used to be quite an important place at one time. Just turning onto Squires Lane. Seems to be come out when all the dog walkers are out this afternoon. Being very careful. We're just approaching the old signal box. We're heading for Archway House. And I'm going to have to put my winter gloves on in a bit because my fingers are numb. Could have done with a bit of a hat underneath my helmet as well. It's a little bit cold today. So this is the junction of all the different rail crossings from the pits. I think a train might go along one of them still, but most of them have gone. Horses, it's good I've got no dogs. Well, good I've got no Flynn. Right. If we turned right here, if we was walking, there's a nice path at the side of the river, down that way. Just approaching Archway House, say it properly. This is Sucker Route 6, like I said, so there's going to be lots of bikes coming down. So I'll just pull in here and tell you all about Archway House. So this was built by Duke of Portland, and he wanted to show off the Mansfield stone. That's why there's carvings up there of Robin Hood and Maid Marian. He wanted Mansfield stone to be used for the Houses of Parliament when they were first being built. So he built this to show that it could be carved and it was strong. And he planned to build one on every entrance to his land, and every entrance point. And the archway points to the Parliament Oak. The others never got built, and it wasn't used for an awful lot other than a school for the local children from Old Clipston Village, because New Clipston Village wasn't built then. That didn't get built until the mines started appearing. Turning to Edwinstowe, to the Major Oak. So we've just turned in towards Edwinstowe and the Major Oak, but I'm not allowed to go down to the Major Oak because I'm on a bike. It's only for walkers. Oh, look, there's somebody coming up behind me. I can hear something rustling in the woods. So we're heading for the visitor centre. I'm not stopping for a drink or anything. I'm just going to go straight through and head back home. Walking group. Bike. All right. Didn't want to make you jump. Bye. Have a nice walk.
Thank you.
So we're coming up to the bit where we'll normally come across quite a lot of walkers, where this path joins the main path that takes you from the visitor centre to the Major Oak. And if I hadn't been late setting off, I would have walked, but I wouldn't have made it back before it got dark. So we're heading that way to the visitor centre. This is where we've got to go really slow because there's loads of walkers, so be a bit careful. There we are, we're coming up to the visitor centre. You can tell it's not very warm. It's normally packed. There's only the hardy out today. So there's a calf here. And another calf up here. There's a dog calf. That building straight in front of us where the cars are. That's a dog calf. Oops. Over there is another calf and some shops. But we're not stopping. It's too cold to stop. Just going to keep going, and we've got to be careful of the light. Let's get through this little gap. So that's where the calf and shops are, in that building just there. This is the dog calf. Take your dog in. So we're going to go through the centre of Edwinstowe now. So I'm going to leave this running so you can see Edwinstowe. Church to my right.
But it's too late now. I just miss you.
Seem to have a squeaky brake today, for some strange reason.
I just miss you. We were such a constellation, right? No, you'd agree. Made a reputation for ourselves at age 18. We had the devil on our shoulders telling us what we should do. I wonder if you think about me too. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now.
So that was the centre of Edwinstowe. If you can hear me from all this wind, I'm hoping this wind muff is working.
I just miss you.
Go over the bridge, get in the middle of the road because I'm going to turn in a minute.
fall asleep. I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops fall. It's cold outside, and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now.
So I've turned off the main road. Well, it's not very much of a main road, but it's a road that way to the left. If we went up there, we'd go straight to Sherwood Pines and then come down the main road to Dog and Duck. That's what it's called. But we're going to still end up at Dog and Duck, but instead of going on the road, we're cutting through this nice little path, and just hope there's no damage at the bridge again, like there was a few years back. Just hope all that flooding has not caused damage on the bridge or the bank to collapse like it did last time. Otherwise we're turning around and going back the other way. Here we are at the bridge. Everything seems fine. Ugh. So this is a very doable walk because we're only on 7 mile now. So if you want to stop in Edwinstowe for a break, it's easy done. If I went to the left there where we've just come through, we could have come into Edwinstowe a slightly different way, so you could have cut a bit out. So this is newish. I don't know why they put this in, but somebody's decided that they don't like it. Look, fenced all this off for some strange reason. I don't know why, but it finishes there anyway, so I don't know why. Unless they was trying to stop motorbikes coming down here, or I don't know. Doesn't seem right somehow why they just put a tiny little piece of fencing in that stops here. So you've got two paths that run alongside of each other, so it doesn't matter which path you take. This one runs closer to the river. Oh, might. We're not trying to jump that today. Not with this heavy bike. I have my electric one today because I needed to get a move on up the hills, so I would get round before it got dark. Not quite sure what time it is. I'm busy talking away to you, so I'm hoping you can hear me with the wind and the wind muff on. It's not so windy through this woodland. In fact, I can switch the bike down now. There's no need to me to have it on high. And they've put a bit more fencing in. It's alright, I'm off now.
Thank you. He's right with me, he just gets a bit spooked sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not used to pulling ever because I've got a dog that don't like horses. So that's the second time we've seen that horse. So the river you can see running down the, whoops. I'll start again. and every time I try to talk, my back end slips, is the River Maun. So if you've seen my video where I went to the spa ponds, well, this is the same river, but a bit further down. I'm hoping this footage is going to be quite steady, because the suspension on this bike is nothing like my normal mountain bike. This is the one that I just normally go out with Mark on. Not too dark. We might, instead of cutting back up to the Cavendish farm, I think we might go straight down to Vicar's Water, which will then show you how different places on my videos all link up. And this road that we took to Edwinstowe, the cycle route 6, will take you all the way through into Clumber Park. But I definitely hadn't got time before it got dark for that. Not even on this bike. So this is the Dog and Duck. And there is a footpath out at the back of here. You don't get run over by a car in the process. We're now in King's Clipston. This used to be Old Clipston, but they changed its name recently when they built a housing estate. Why I open this gate, if I tell you why it's called King's Clipston. Not doing very well with these gates lately, so you can't quite see it from here. If I just walk a bit further, I don't think you're going to be able to see it on this camera anyway. Behind them trees is an old falling down building, and that used to be, I think it was King John's hunting lodge. So that's why they changed it to King's Clipston. The village was called Clipston, and then they built more houses for the mines, so that was called New Clipston, and then over the years it went to changed it to Old Clipston and Clipston, and now it's King's Clipston. And along here is that little river, except it's hardly a river, you can't hardly see it, it's not much of it at all. Most of it just travels underground. Is the one that comes from stuck. Tell you when I'm through this. Comes from Vicar's Water. So we're heading for Vicar's Water now. And the little stream that runs through Vicar's Water ends up in the Maun. It's a tributary, I think I read, of the Maun. I think that's right. Anyway, you can see the headstocks in the distance, Clipston headstocks. So we're heading towards where I was in Vicar's Water video. All my last videos that have been in Nottinghamshire have all been around this area, and each video links up. Even the Newstead one is not that far from here. Not in walking distance, of course, it's in car distance, but... So, we're at the old abattoir, slaughterhouse that we used to call it as kids when we used to come down. See that building there? One side, onto the left side, if you can see it, where them blue railings are. that was it. Now, new ones is in behind them trees in the distance, green building. So there's the clips and headstocks. So that was where all the pit was. Only things left is the winding house and the headstocks. And going to start to go through the first bridge, which was a railway bridge that took all the coal from the pit. So this is another one of my many running routes I've passed. Right, be careful because it's a bit bumpy in here. I'm riding with one hand. Oh. Next one. The golden hand up there, if you can see it through the trees. So we are now at Vicar's Water. Oh, this road's got a bit bad. All the rain. I'm going to go the back way out on cycle route 6. You can hear the blooming motorbikes again, wrecking all the trails. Not supposed to be in here. There they come. Them same ones, same that first motorbike, they nearly hit me and the dogs on the farmer's field yesterday, and they're always going across the bottom farmer's field where River Maun is, wrecking all these crops, and they're not supposed to even be in here. The police can't stop them, can't catch them, got no number plates on. Anyway, let's get off instead of moaning. That is one gripe. I don't like to moan about people having fun, but when they're causing danger and they're wrecking all the trails, it does make you mad. We've had many incidents with them flying across over the hill and nearly hitting us, me and the dogs and my husband. This is cycle route 6. This is the old tipper trail. Tipper trucks used to come down here. So we'll turn here, although I'll end up going towards Rainworth. And, oh, this is a bit bumpy. If we go down here, and turn right, going back in the right direction, but I wanted to show you the entrance, back entrance. So that's the back entrance to Sherwood Pines. So if you wanted to walk in from Vicar's, that's the way you'd get in. I'm going to go up the side of the golf course. Prefer it to the red brick road. Golf course is on the left. You can see that. And now we're going to take this path, which is so bumpy and sludgy when we get down to this, just past this tree. I think it's dried out a bit. It was such a quagmire down here the other day. Oh, it has. It's dried out pretty good. Yeah, this bit's really dried out. This was a right bog. It was right slippy. Where am I going on this one? Through the middle of it. And then we go over the bumps. Ah. And this path takes us up the side of the golf course. And we'll be coming out on this. We'll be coming out on Crown Farm Industrial Estate, where I parked the van. Same industrial estate that we parked on for the Vicar Water circular walk that I did. I'm going this way because last time that we came up here with my husband, he took me straight through. I was following him on his heels and he took me through that bog. This is what you get for following too close. You don't see where he's going until you're in the middle of sticky mud.
Give me a reason to get out of bed. I need a minute to think, or maybe two. 'Cause yesterday I lost control and said some things I felt that you should know. I need a day to clear my mind and leave it all behind. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight. Tomorrow I let my worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day tomorrow. I keep repeating the same mistakes. I did them all before, in every shade. There's a million ways to mess things up, and I need some time to figure out what to say and make our troubles disappear. Oh, tomorrow's near. It's gonna be okay, no matter come what may. I'm gonna set things straight tomorrow. Let all our worries fade, let them sweep away. There'll be another day tomorrow. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Tomorrow I will set things straight. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. Let all my troubles go away. Tomorrow it's gonna be okay. No matter come what may, I'm gonna set things straight.
So when we get to the bottom of here, will be the bed and breakfast when we go around the corner. I walked up this way when I did the Clipston Pit and the Crown Farm Pit Tips walk. And there we are. There's a bed and breakfast straight in front. And there is the path that we came up from. Down there when we came up from Vicar's Water. Back up here to the industrial estate. And we'll have done 11 mile. Not very far really for a bike ride, but